I think, Richo, for once we agree that spinach and ricotta are meant to be together. And I'm going to make ricotta gnocchi with a spinach sauce. It is so delicious and so incredibly easy.
That's a really dirty trick because you know I love ricotta gnocchi, one of my favourite things in the entire world.
Well, there you go, and it's actually easier than normal gnocchi. I'm going to ask you to get your hands dirty for me today, please. Beautiful ricotta's already in there, and you've done exactly what I needed, which is to break it up with your big paws.
Here we go.
And now we're putting in some flour.
Got that.
Perfect, and you're going to keep combining, please.
Just regular plain flour is all you need for this?
Yes, get it fluffy. And then cheese, this is some grated parmesan going in.
Get it fluffy? Oh, you mean the cheese is fluffy?
The cheese is fluffy.
Okay,
I wasn't referring to you, Richo, for once. It wasn't about you, Richo. So, Richo, I have to say, this kind of gnocchi is so much easier to make than the stuff with potato. For someone like me who's, you know, I would say a home cook.
Yeah, I love this recipe. It is really simple, and it's something, if you haven't made pasta before, this is like the beginner's pasta. So this is really, really easy to put together. I'm loving this recipe.
And you're being quite gentle with your hands, aren't you? You don't want to overwork it.
No,
You're just being quite gentle with it, just making it into a really light dough.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we're going to roll it out into little logs, the gnocchi we all know and love.
I love that. I do my little test, so if it sort of springs back a little bit, that tells me that I've got the right amount of flour in there.
OK, perfect.
So you've got the right amount of flour in there?
Yeah, winner.
There we go. Winner chicken dinner or gnocchi dinner?
Or gnocchi dinner. And now I'm going to let you continue to get your hands dirty here for me, Richo.
OK.
Here we go.
Got my knife and I'll just grab it like this, just cut it through here. It can be a bit sticky, so if you're making it for the first time and it does feel really sticky, just add some more flour to it. Dust some flour over the top of it.
Beautiful.
And I'll grab this here and I'll probably cut it nice in half like that. And I'm just going to channel my nonna here and just roll it out nice and gently.
Feel it. Yeah, beautiful.
Isn't that great?
So easy. So we're going to roll this out. I'm going to get, thank you.
Yeah, I thought so.
Thank you.
I love that we're going to roll it out.
And I'll watch you, Richo, whilst you roll it out.
And I'm doing all the work. It rolls out really, really gently. This is a beautiful, simple...
Very simple and great for kids. I've got a little tail on mine. You can see who the expert is here.
Exactly. I've made gnocchi with the kids and there's something about it because it happens really quickly and all we need to do is cut it.
Go for it, please.
So I'll just cut it on an angle.
Sorry, you're waiting for mine. I'm going to leave her there.
There we go. Pop it like that. And I cut it on a little angle so it's a little diamond.
Thank
and it looks nice and pretty, doesn't it?
He's made them look fancy for me. I would normally cut them straight, but thank you. Channeling Nonna. Perfect.
And I reckon we're nearly ready to go. So I'm going to put some of this on a plate.
Beautiful.
And then we'll get it. So what are we having with this gnocchi?
Well, we're going to put this in the water and it only takes a couple of minutes to cook. It will start floating and we know it's done. Meanwhile, we're going to knock up a really simple baby spinach sauce and it's cheesy and glorious. So that's going to go straight into the boiling water.
Okay, in it goes.
Beautiful.
Now, I'll put the gnocchi in if you put the salt in the water.
I'll do it.
We need to have salt in there.
Okay. Because we haven't put any salt really in so far, so let's put a good, generous dash of these beautiful Murray River salt flakes in.
Gotcha.
Thank you, sweet Richo.
I've got that.
And that gets gently stirred so it doesn't stick at the bottom of the pan.
I like that. Nice and gentle, like Nonna.
Like Nonna. And we're going to know it's done, Richo, when it starts to float to the top. So meanwhile, we crack on to our very easy peasy spinach sauce. Here we go. So some garlic goes in.
There's not much in this dish, is there?
There's not much at all, but gosh, it's packed with goodness and it's an absolute cracker. Let's chuck all of this in as well. Thank you, Richo, the stray.
Absolute cracker. I've never heard that before.
Wonderful. Well, it is an absolute cracker. So as we said before, this stuff wilts down really, really quickly. And so by the time this is wilted, Richo, I bet you I'll be in time with the gnocchi. It won't be... Yeah, go on.
It won't be long at all. This is a really quick dish. And what I like about that recipe, I have made it before a while ago. It just happens really quickly. So you come home from work, busy, the kids are screaming and yelling.
Yes.
And you're going to make some fresh pasta, out it comes. It's also, once you've practiced it a few times, if you've got guests coming over and you make fresh pasta right in front of them, they're going to think you're an expert. They're
going to think you're a hero, but also you can freeze gnocchi.
Yes, you can. Yes. You can.
You seem sceptical. You seem dubious about it.
Well, when it's so simple like this, it happens really quickly. You can already see it's coming to the top.
You can.
Why would you need to freeze it? And for me, why would you freeze it? Because there's going to be no leftovers. There's nothing to freeze.
Well, I like to freeze, Richo, because I like to be prepared. As a mother of children who eat constantly, for me it's about being prepared at all times. So I've put cheese in. I've got some cheddar, some Parmesan. I believe that you need to use both for some extra deliciousness. Touch of cream goes in. That's all you need.
Just a touch.
Just a touch. No, that's all you need, Richo. That's all you need.
There's hardly anything in
And look at this. The gnocchi are floating. Let's just have a look that there's none stuck at the bottom. There are not.
You've made this a few
Beautiful.
times. You're an expert at this, aren't you?
Richo. He knows. Next time you come over,
All right.
you can enjoy this gnocchi with me. Here we go. So we're going to put these
loving
directly in. I haven't added any salt in the sauce because the salt's all through the
cheese,
gnocchi.
yeah.
Well, the cheese as well, but also I put it in the gnocchi water. There's still some floating around in there.
There's got a
Here we
whole lot of gnocchi
You
going
keep
on there.
stirring that round, please,
I can stir it
Richo.
round for you.
We need to work together.
So I'll use these tongs to stir it around,
Yes,
just
but
like
gently,
that.
because we don't want to break up our beautiful little delicate gnocchi.
Well, these are non-stick tongs for a non-stick dish.
Beautiful.
Do you want me to plate this up for you?
Yes, go for
I
it.
can do that. I'll pop that over here.
Lots of spinach.
Grab the spoon. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, and it's all cheesy. All that cheddar, parmesan has melted down. That's literally spinach, garlic, cheese, and a tiny bit of cream.
Pasta dishes don't need to be complicated.
They do not.
You know, great ingredients is all you need. And
Correct.
I'll have a little taste of that one.
My kids go through that spinach sauce, Richo,
Oh.
by a truckload.
And I can see why. It is really simple. I love the garlic in there. That really makes it, brings it all together. The cheesy, the spinach is really fresh and crunchy. And the ricotta gnocchi is so fluffy and light. It's perfect.
Very, very, very packed with goodness and so easy to make. Worth a try.
I think so.